Hello, guys, and welcome into our last bracket sim of the year before we get into the playoff action. This is the one for the money on the MLB.com website. So let's get it started. Of course, all these teams have buys through the wild card round. We'll start in the AL with the AL wild card. We got Red Sox, Yankees. Red Sox are not going to be able to go Sale game one. Yankees are going to be going Garrett Cole game one. That's a selection for me that's pretty easy. I'm going to go Yankees. Now we move to the NL wild card. Giants get through that 107 win record. The Dodgers are only one win short. The Cardinals are going to be a very tough opponent, though. If the Dodgers have a little bit of an implosion, they could get knocked out by the Cardinals. It'd be crazy to see a 106 win team really not even make it to the ALDS. So I really like the Dodgers. One game, anything can happen. Cardinals are solid too. Wainwright has been nasty all year. I think the Dodgers are probably just gonna have a lot of guys to go with along with Max Scherzer. So I'm gonna go Dodgers, but I think it's more likely that the Cardinals could beat the Dodgers than I think it is that the Red Sox could beat the Yankees. Okay, let's move on to the ALDS. We'll open with Rays Yankees. Yankees are not going to have Garrett Cole until later in this series, and the Rays are just going to be the Rays. They're going to use the bullpen to an absolute perfection, and if they can continue to look like they usually do, it will be amazing to watch. I'm going to go with the Rays here. And next, we move on to our other ALDS matchup, the White Sox versus the Astros. The Astros have home field advantage as they won a couple more games than the White Sox. The White Sox are an exciting team, and I've been picking them to go a long way all throughout this bracket simulation. I'm going to go the 3 seed, the Chicago White Sox here. Next up, we move on to the Giants versus the Dodgers. Giants, Dodgers, this is just going to be an absolutely crazy series. I do think the Giants are going to get ahead in this series, but I don't think they're going to be able to stay there, as I think the Dodgers starting rotation is just going to be dominant. Also, they have Corey Seager back, and he was really hot late there in September. Next up, we got Braves Brewers. The Brewers have a nasty pitching staff, but don't sleep on the Braves. They did lose Ronald Acuna, but their outfield is really stellar. So I would say don't sleep on the Braves, but don't sleep on the Brewers. They might not have that big of an offense, but that pitching staff is absolutely crazy. Woodruff, Burns, and Peralta, and then they got Hauser. I think with Devin Williams, this might have been an easier pick, but he, of course, punched a wall. And now it's going to be just about Hader is going to be the big guy in that pen. But I think Hader's nasty enough, and the Brewers starters are nasty enough to get the Brewers on to that next round. Next up, we move Rays, White Sox. The White Sox are more of an exciting team, in my opinion. I actually think the White Sox are going to go through here, and here's why. I've gone through that team a lot in the past. Grandal, Abreu, Hernandez, Anderson, Moncada, Jimenez, Robert, and then on the bump they got Lynn, Rodon, Giolito, Kimbrel, and Hendricks in the pen. That pen's also got Garrett Crochet and Liam Hendricks and who's Aaron Bummer. That team is just absolutely nasty once you get to the back end of that bullpen. I'm going White Sox right there. Next up, Dodgers, Brewers. Brewers lost 11 more games than the Dodgers did in the regular season, but this is not the regular season, folks. This is the postseason. I really like the Brewers as a pick here. And I really think the Dodgers are going to have to fight to win this one if they want to win it. They have an absolutely dirty lineup and really solid arms at the front of that rotation. I think they're going to be a little taxed from that extra wild card game and a much tougher opponent in the AL or in the NLDS. So I'm going to go Brewers here. Brewers, White Sox in the World Series. White Sox are an absolutely electric team. I've already read off that lineup. They're absolutely dirty. The Brewers have the pitching staff to match it. And here's my prediction. Chicago White Sox, baby. Chicago White Sox are my pick for the World Series win. I'm going to submit my picks. I'll let you know if I end up winning that 100,000. Let's actually thank you for watching. We're going to actually do the tiebreakers questions here real quick. You must also predict the total number of games that will be played in the entire 2021 World Series. I'm gonna assume that's the World Series, not the playoffs. So I'm gonna go 5. I'm gonna go 6 games there. How many total home runs during the postseason? I don't know what you guys are thinking. I'm thinking probably like 40 games max around there. So 40 games. Let's go 113 home runs. Unlucky number, but it's gonna be my lucky number. How many runs do you think will be scored during the entire 2021 World Series? We are going to go with 6 games, probably about 7 runs a game. So we'll go 47. I know that's not the exact math. I think it could be a little more than 7 runs a game. If there's any offensive explosions from the White Sox or the Brewers, I want to keep that into account. Thank you for watching. These picks are going to get submitted. I will let you know how it goes. Thank you.